This is part 2 of our 2-part series on people pleasing. Join us as we continue this conversation.
Let's talk about what intuition really is.
Let's look at all the places intuition and ego show up in your life.
Let's share honestly.
Let's do the research.
I'm Jamie Hayhurst.
I'm Heather Wood.
This is the Intuitive Girl's Guide.
This episode will play uninterrupted after a brief message from our sponsors. You know what goes great with podcast listening?
A great cup of coffee from a great coffee shop. Restoration Coffee. Can we go?
Yeah, check them out and visit restoration-coffee.com. Hey, Jay.
Hey.
Back with more people pleasing.
Sure are.
That's what we do. So this is part 2. If you didn't listen to last week's, go start there and come join us here afterwards. But
Right.
Just to recap, everybody people pleases.
Truly.
Same as like everybody has empathy,
Correct.
except for a very select few. And
Well, there's
dangerous people.
sociopaths, right?
Exactly. But it's when you are doing it at like the sacrificing and expense of your own needs where it is
The problem.
problematic and
Right.
what we're talking about.
Mhm.
So there you go. Okay. All right. Here's my first point. Children who are highly empathic and not taught boundaries you're basically setting them up
Yes.
for a life of people pleasing.
100%.
It's not just that, like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
That combination
Oh, it's a killer.
is really, really tough.
Yeah, because you can feel everything that's going on. You know how to fix whatever's happening around you.
Now, growing up in the 80s and the 90s, as we did,
Yeah.
no one was talking about boundaries.
Never.
Not
No, it wasn't a
language.
thing. No.
There was an ad on TV to tell our parents to see if we were home.
Asking them, do you know where your children are?
Correct.
And it wasn't aired until like 10 p.m.
And it wasn't satire.
So it was too late. Yes, it was very serious.
It was.
No, it was serious.
It was like to remind them
that like your kids should be home.
you should probably be home by now.
Yeah, it was aired late at night.
Every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where your children are?
It was a different time is my point.
We weren't talking about boundaries or empathy.
No. Also, no, I track where my kids are on
their phone. Yeah, we've swung the other way, haven't we?
We've gone very far the other way. My point being, I think both of us grew up with parents who taught us to like stand up for ourselves. It wasn't like we were taught or had it modeled for us to be like wishy-washy or self-sacrificing.
No.
But they didn't have the lessons on boundaries that we have now, is
Correct.
my point.
Right.
So I'm not saying it's like a parent's fault. I don't believe that. But I also think if you grow up that way where you're super empathic and no one's like, oh gosh, you're so empathic, we better really hammer in the boundaries lesson to you.
Right.
You are set up for this to be really, really hard.
Exactly.
Because empathy is feeling other people's feelings.
Stuff. Right.
And if you are someone who is highly empathic, you have dialed on that scale way down there,
Mm-hmm.
Other people's stuff, when they're in your vicinity, feels stronger than your stuff.
Correct.
So like if you are near me and you are sad, it's so strong that I don't feel my own stuff. I have to do like actual work, energetic gymnastics to get my own feelings back somewhere that I can detect them.
Right. And that leads us to what we discussed in the last episode where it's not altruistic at that point.
Right.
Because if you can feel someone's sadness or anger or stress, anxiety, you can feel all this stuff. And if I can feel that and I can behave in a way that gets you to stop that,
yes,
I'm helping myself.
Yes.
Am I helping you? Yes. But as a child who's learning this, I'm not thinking like, oh, I really want Sally to feel so much better right now. I really want my mom to be happier or whatever. You're not thinking that. You're thinking, holy shit, like I feel so uncomfortable right now. I don't want to feel this
Yes.
anymore. What can I do to fix this?
Exactly.
To stop this?
And then you pile on like the roles you pick in your family,
Right.
you pile on other trauma and things
Right.
that happen to you, and then it just becomes so difficult.
It's just like your standard operating procedure.
I
like
mean, I was
to
the
do
little
that.
kid who I would always sleep with all my stuffed animals on the bed because I didn't want any of them to
feel badly.
bad.
I know.
They're not real.
They're not. I know.
Logically, I knew they weren't real. I couldn't physically hurt their feelings, but I could hurt my feelings
about it.
thinking I was a person who would choose just one.
Right. Or imagining how they would feel. You're imagining how they would feel.
It's not like, let me sit and imagine how my stuffed animals would feel. I'm not, it's just happened.
Yes, exactly.
That's what large amount of empathy
does. Right.
And that's why it's so hard to imagine people who don't, when you are someone who don't have much empathy.
Yes.
It's wild because it's sort of like, how is that even possible?
Yes. I've asked people that I know, like, oh, that doesn't upset you? And they're like, no. I'm like, wow, that must be really nice.
Oh, you didn't spend like days in the dredges of like thinking about that.
You can just watch this other person be upset. You can watch this other person be furious and not feel like...
You can watch the news.
If you can help it, why don't you? You know?
You see, children being detained or
murdered or sniped in Gaza.
Yeah,
or, right.
You're just like, oh.
Right.
How? Because some of us can't get out of bed about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and it isn't a choice. No one is choosing to feel empathy at that high of a level.
No.
It's just how you're made.
It's operating, right? Yes.
Yeah. So it's just, I just want to let a lot of people off the hook a little because I think a lot of our listeners are these kids grown up.
Of course.
So it's just important to understand that like boundaries is the answer, but it's harder for you if you're super empathic. Again, not because you care so much that the other person feels something. You probably do. You're
care.
A decent person.
Sure.
But it's so palpable.
Yes.
And it just feels unsafe.
Yes.
It feels unsafe for anyone around me to be off balance in some way. And I can feel it before I even entered the vicinity.
Right.
So it's like this automatic thing. And then you become like kind of a weird savior complex.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're like, oh, let me adjust everyone. So you've got to find ways to like, oh no, I need to adjust this. If there's something I can do, I'd happily do it.
Right.
This is not my responsibility. I'm safe even if that person's in a mood. Like,
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
That's where the work is.
Yes. Yes.
This will become as a huge shock to you. You've never heard this one before or witnessed it in the wild. Women, Jamie, are more commonly people pleasers.
Of course.
And it is 100% because of societal conditioning.
Of course.
And when people have these weird arguments, and by people, I think you know who I mean, where they're sort of trying to say that like women are the more like gentler, more sensitive, like as if it's
more
a
emotional,
weakness.
right? Yeah.
Yes. And it really grinds my gears for a lot of reasons. One, because I don't find it to be true.
Correct.
Yes, I can't lift as many weights as some men, but also there's some women who can lift way more weights than some men. Like,
correct.
Whatever. It's all stupid. But biologically designed.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a difference, I guess.
Sure. But you can't make a person, and I can. So
truly. Right.
Okay. Not that women's value is in procreating. I'm just saying there's different kinds of strengths.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
But women are literally labeled difficult if they are not going out of their way to seem like a people pleaser and sweet and kind to other people.
Yeah, and accommodating.
Oh yeah, that's one of your like common words.
It is.
Yeah. So it's like to sort of like blame women for it really.
That's where we're taught to get our value in this society is from those characteristics. When
any sort of like social media schmear marketing campaign comes out against a woman and they use language, I mean, first of all, I'm automatically uninterested. I have better things to worry about than if you think that lady was mean or whatever. Ugh, I couldn't care less. I could not care less. And we will not do an episode on Blake Lively thing. I don't care. But also, people ask us to do that.
They do.
Okay. Also, I don't believe it. Like, if there's all these people, like, I'm sorry, I was alive in the 90s. I remember what happened to Monica
Listen.
Lewinsky. She has a fabulous podcast now that you should listen to. But like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, we do this.
I also don't care because like the standards are so different that you see men being horrific and atrociously behaved
Yes.
all the time, and there's no standard for them. There's no accountability for them. They get to do whatever they want. I'm talking about politics and celebrity culture, whatever they want.
Crime.
And then you want like us to hold women quote unquote accountable? Well, no, not if there's not a standard for everybody.
And here's the thing, I'm not even interested in deep diving if they are good people or not. But like, I'm thinking of the actress Katherine Heigl. I have no idea if she's a good person or not.
Oh, yeah.
But there was this, like, she was like blacklisted because she was labeled as difficult.
It just happened again. I just saw like, that was in the 90s, but it just, or maybe early 2000s, but she just came up in the news again recently for the same thing.
And when you look at what she was doing, it was like she was just standing up for herself.
Right. And also, like we said on a few episodes back, like celebrity culture, it's dead. Like you could not get me to care about what a celebrity's doing or saying or wearing at a fucking Met Gala.
Unless it's Jane Fonda.
Well, unless you're actually doing something.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Unless you're like, oh, let me stand up and do a good thing or
right.
You know, actually
help people, use my influence and power. Right, exactly.
The Met Gala with all your
money. Boo.
Boo again. That'll make the sound clip again. Jamie saying boo to celebrities at the Met Gala.
Not very people-pleasing of me.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's the other one. It's the fuck you, I hope everybody hates me version. Yes. So the standards are different. I'm gonna give you an example, and this is a man I know we both really like. Okay, but Cillian Murphy.
Oh yeah,
is known. It's a meme. It's funny that in interviews he looks disinterested.
Oh yeah,
okay,
right, yeah.
But if he was a woman,
oh yes,
that would not be allowed. He would be blacklisted.
So she'd be a bitch.
Yes.
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 Agreed. I mean, there's a
I think
billion examples of this shit.
Looks bored, to be honest.
Correct.
Like, he's just not smiling. He's not people pleasing.
Yes.
And people make it.
They're okay with it.
They love it. They celebrate it about him.
Yes.
So cool.
But he's not people pleasing. Right.
But if a woman says like one or challenges a question or does one thing, it's like, oh, she's
a problem. Yep.
Yeah. No, I don't think she is.
Yep.
Yeah. From two difficult women. Fuck that standard.
Okay. Yeah.
I want to talk about how it feels to be on the other side of people pleasing. We talked about this a little bit in the last episode. Yeah. But it feels disgusting is the answer.
It's tough. It can be tough. Yeah.
It is really an act of like someone like actively people pleasing in like a very obvious way is very much somebody saying like, I don't trust you. In my mind. I know I'm doing it as well, but that's what it feels like on the other side.
Yep.
And it does not feel authentic. It has like a real strange feeling where you just want my approval, but you don't actually care about me.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
You're sort of using people for validation.
Exactly. Right.
So if you think of it that way, when you're trying to not do it so much, you can be like, okay, I know what it feels like on the other side of that.
Yeah.
I don't want to make other people feel that way.
Right. Or maybe consider how much energetic work you're creating for someone else. Like as you're seeking your own validation, right? Like how much work am I giving? This person now has to validate me. They have to comfort me. They have to, whatever it is you're looking for to reassure you in a conversation. You know what I mean? If you're making more work for someone, then like maybe pick a different plan. You know,
pick a different plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or be a little more direct about needing the approval.
Right.
I have said to people before, like, I know this probably shouldn't matter, but can you tell me what you think of this?
Right. Yeah.
Someone will give me a compliment and I'll be like, that like literally made my day.
Yeah.
Just be honest about it.
Yeah.
Can you validate this need for me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just really think if you think about it from the other side, and it's especially the ones that are really like overdoing the
over the top
validation that you really see what it looks like, and it helps you not
want to do it.
Yeah, it helps you tone it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. people pleasing is not selflessness.
No.
It's a coping strategy
Correct.
to make you feel safe.
Yes.
Okay. So you're doing it because you're trying to like erase yourself from the equation and your own needs. You're like, look at me. I don't need anything. But
I'm so low maintenance.
The whole time you are trying to get your needs met.
Exactly.
It's just a coping strategy. You can pick other coping strategies.
Yeah, and we're all always trying to get our needs met. That's human nature.
Yeah, and
It's the point of being the animal of humanity is trying to get needs met.
Right.
You know,
I mean, unless you're like an Atlantean or something.
Heather, stop it. Oh,
I know I'm rage baiting you, but it's like you are a person with all the same needs as other people.
Right.
You're not from another planet. None of that's
and you're
white supremacy.
Correct.
And you also are special, and you're also not special.
Exactly.
All
the same way. Exactly.
And I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Right. Yeah. It would just be more efficient if we could just communicate the things that we need. If we felt safe.
Yeah.
If humans felt safe to say, hey, I need to, like, are you upset with me? I need to know if you're upset right now.
Yeah.
Or, hey, what can I do to make this easier on both of us right now? If we could just communicate the things that we need instead of sort of creating this version of ourselves that's always guessing and then acting off of that guess.
Because most of the guesses end up being projection.
Exactly.
So you're just like,
right.
I'm acting like how I think you want me to act.
Exactly.
Not how would actually support you, because I never bothered to find that out.
Right. Or I couldn't get past my own shit to find out.
Yes.
Right.
I'm drowning in my feelings of unsafety and uncertainty. So I'm just like trying to find it.
Yes. Yep.
So along those same lines, if you look at your human desires,
yep,
and you know your top two, you'll understand how you're going to present yourself to please people.
Yes. Yep, that's true.
So both of us are love and connection people.
Mm-hmm.
And love and connection people will sort of reflect back to the other people that they are, like, we care for you.
Right.
You're great.
We want to be connected to you.
I'm
right.
here for you.
Mm,
right. Look at this connection I'm opening up for you.
Yes.
But it isn't that the other person wants that from us. It's that that's what we want from them.
Yep.
So that's what we do.
Yep.
Okay. Significance people will do it by like telling you how much everything has to rely on them.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Certainty people will do it in a way of like, look how consistent I am. Variety people would do it in a way of like, look
how much I can help you.
Yeah. Look at the range I have.
Right. Exactly.
Abilities. You know what I mean? So it's just helpful because it's like the coping strategy more specific.
Yep. Yep.
It's
that's
like,
true.
This is what I'd like you to validate for me.
Mm-hmm.
Please validate that you feel connected to me.
Yeah.
Please validate that you won't reject and abandon and see me as a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
And also impossible.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. Boundaries and knowing yourself are the only ways to combat people pleasing.
True.
So I read a bunch of articles.
Okay.
Shock to no one.
Right.
In researching this to see like what is the advice being given if you're a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of like, build up that self-esteem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not wrong.
No, but it's missing the mark.
But what does that mean?
No.
Build up your self-esteem.
I think they want you to be confident enough to say no is what that means.
Which the only way you can be that is to know yourself and to have
boundaries.
Like
the no is the boundary.
Yeah. So it's like self-esteem and self-worth, I think, are a lot alike.
Yes.
And I think they're kind of bullshitty.
Yes. Yes.
So I think what you mean is not bad, but it's misleading because it's sort of like, have better self-esteem. It's like, well, how?
Yeah, you're pointing people in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm someone who sort of, I believe that I don't fit in anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that I'm the weirdo misfit of every group and that I'll never truly belong anywhere. Okay. But just to be uplifting for a moment. But on the other side of that, something that I also believe, and I think it's like something afforded to you if you feel like a misfit your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
I also I feel like I can walk into any space or thing and I can learn it and figure it out and I can do it.
Right.
Like I don't have
can.
imposter syndrome because I have it so strong. I just don't have it at all. It's like a circle that I went.
Oh,
too far.
right. Exactly.
Do you know what I
Turn
mean?
right back around. Right.
Like I don't believe that like you're going to look at me and be like, you fit in. So like, why not just go enter that space and try that thing?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yep.
So even as that, someone who would go try it and do that, I'm telling you, like, you still need to know yourself and your boundaries in order to get through something. That's not self-esteem, the fact that I can walk in and do that. It's not self-esteem that I can go up to an authority figure and demand what I need.
Yep.
Because on the other side, if you're like, Heather, could you drive that place that you don't know where to go to alone? I'm going to be like,
no,
I can,
sorry.
but you have a full panic attack.
Right.
But could you go up to that like scary authority person and yell at them?
Yeah.
You got it.
Right.
Now
Exactly.
you're breaking a sweat. Like
right.
It's knowing yourself.
Exactly.
And it's not, oh, here's a checklist to like be confident or to have self-esteem. Like, no, it's going like, this is who I am. These are where my limitations are. This is how I protect myself. And this is the stuff I'm really fucking good at.
Right.
If you can do that, you'll be okay.
Exactly.
All right. I'll step off my soapbox about that. I think when you say, so a lot of these articles also said like, try to focus less on the people pleasing, try to focus less on the validation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like that.
Okay.
And it could be like the neuro-linguistic programming effect of like, you're saying something you don't want to do over and over again. You're kind of reinforcing doing it.
It's true.
Your system doesn't read it that way.
Right.
So I thought maybe if you thought more about staying in alignment with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to pick words carefully. I know that sounds like a little bit cheesy, but you don't want to say like pleasing yourself because that sounds like oddly sexual, but you know what I mean? Like,
right.
It isn't always about making yourself happy
right.
above everyone else.
Right.
Or like having every need met all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like staying in alignment. Like I know
right.
what I want and what I need.
Exactly.
I know where my limits are.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
It is not, people pleasing is not a lack of self-awareness. However, lack of self-awareness will make people pleasing a lot like more prominent.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yep.
Again, the articles were like, these people lack self-awareness. And I'm like, actually, I think they might have too much
Yes, I would agree. I would agree with that.
Yeah. Okay. We are conditioned to believe that our worth, not just our safety, but our worth is in the approval of others. Of course, we're going to people please.
Right.
Like, don't talk to me, Susan, about like, well, you just like, you can't find your worth in other people. When the whole world for my whole life has told me that
to do that. True. Exactly. Right.
Like that's
agreed.
What religion is based on.
Exactly.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like what every patriarchal hierarchy company bases everything on.
Exactly.
So that
doesn't track.
No. Get out of here with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you. These are some questions I wanted to like prompt to response. Are people pleasers liars?
No.
Okay.
Why? You think they are?
A little bit. It's not honest.
Liars? Yeah, I mean, well, lying is different than, I mean, maybe we're splitting hairs between that like self-abandonment and like you know what I mean?
Let me hit you with one.
Okay.
Jamie, do you mind going and doing that thing over there for me?
Oh.
You're going to say, no, I don't mind at all, but you might mind.
Oh yeah, I probably do mind. Although, yeah, I see what you mean.
Do you know what
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm being dramatic by saying liars.
Right.
But
it's disingenuous.
Yeah, when you're asking a people pleaser something, you can't trust their answer is real.
That's true.
Like
that's true.
You might actually mind.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? So now I'm trying to guess and I'm trying to people please you in reverse.
Right now, I'm trying to make sure I don't like overextend you because I don't trust you to say no when you want to say no. That's true. That's true.
So
fine, we're liars.
I mean, I'm one too, so I'm just saying. I just think it's interesting. I think about when people will sort of frame it to me more in the sense of like, oh, we're going to go do this thing.
Mhm.
Does that sound good? Probably not. Does it involve
It's
wearing
true.
a bra and leaving my house? It probably doesn't sound good, but I do want to do it, but like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to like, just be like, yes.
And that's where you get,
no.
right.
And also just being completely honest isn't the right answer either. Like I'm not saying.
Correct. Yeah, but that's where the boundary comes in, and that's why it's so important. And we've said this in all of our boundary episodes, but I'll say it again, that like the boundary is so important because if you don't have it, you end up becoming resentful.
Yes.
And oftentimes not by the fault of the other person.
Mm-hmm.
You're resentful because you are not saying no when you want to.
Especially if someone else is.
Right.
Right? When someone
Right.
else is like, oh no, I don't want to do that.
Right.
And they don't feel bad about it.
Mhm.
You're like.
But that's what I said to you personally.
Yeah.
Like last time we recorded, is that like I discovered in my own therapy session
Yeah.
that I was doing so much energetic work to sort of like bob and weave my way around conversations just to avoid the saying no.
Just to avoid like the confrontation of it
Like
all.
I didn't want to say no so badly, but I could intuitively feel the ask coming.
Yeah.
That I was sort of like conversationally like bouncing around trying to avoid the ask because I didn't want to have to say no, but I also know myself well enough now
Yeah.
that I know that I'll be so mad and so resentful
Yes.
if I do the thing that I don't want to do.
If you say yes when you mean no. Yeah.
So it's like the steps of like where the work is like, I know all that now.
Correct.
So I've done work.
Yeah.
I'm aware I've done work, but it's saying no is still hard for me. So I have to, that's where the next level of work is, or if you're peeling the onion or going up the spiral staircase or whatever, it's like finding out where you are and where the work is.
And just to like pick at that even more,
Mm-hmm.
when you're saying like, oh, say no to something you don't want to do, it's not that simple.
No.
Because as much as I might not want to do it, I do want to make you feel happy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to please you.
Correct.
Please you.
I want you to get the result you want. I want to show up the way you want me to. I want you to give me a gold star. I want your approval, your validation, all this. So the question itself is complex because like, oh, do you mind doing that? No, I don't mind.
Right.
But I also do mind.
Right.
Yes. It's like being asked your favorite color. For what?
Right, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I know that's kind of autistic, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, it isn't a simple thing.
No.
So you can't apply like a simple concept to it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. You ready for my next question?
Like, I guess.
Is people pleasing just an act of control?
Yes. 100%.
I agree.
You're controlling other people. You're controlling yourself. You're controlling your own safety. You're controlling everything. It's just a socially acceptable way to be controlling.
Yeah, that and perfectionism.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like being controlling for women without being called a bitch.
Right.
You know, because you're controlling in like an accommodating way, a nice way.
I hate that a lot.
Yeah, same.
Oh, this is a spoiler because you already said it. But is people pleasing just conflict avoidance?
Yes.
I couldn't even say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
It's such an easy way to get around it.
Because we're taught that conflict is dangerous, but in reality, conflict is just an opportunity for communication. And as much as we know that logically, we're programmed to believe that if we've entered into some kind of conflict, we're in real danger.
Right. And that's where, like, when you zoom out, you see where the patriarchy really comes into play, is because the patriarchy wants us to not have conflict with them, with like the one percenters or your boss or, you know, whoever is above you in the hierarchy of the society. So they want us to not feel comfortable communicating and having conflict with people safely and kindly and respectfully, right? But then now we've been in patriarchy for so long that it now like seeps into our relationships in our own lives, our relationship with ourselves. You know, it's everywhere. This conflict avoidance.
And that conflict is like a win-lose situation.
Right, exactly.
When that is not.
No, exactly. It could just be like a conversation or a negotiation or an understanding.
Yeah. I'm going to say something controversial.
Okay.
You don't think it's controversial, but others will. It's like when people go in like, I'm going to debate someone with the opposite beliefs of me. I'm always like, for what?
Right.
Why?
Well, right.
Why don't you try to find a solution? Why don't you, all that is who can yell the loudest or who has the most skills to debate. Like, this is not accomplishing anything. Okay, maybe 10 years ago I could handle you debating someone with different beliefs than you. But now I'm just like literally this is a waste of your energy.
Yes, agreed.
What's the problem? What could we solve it? Like, not like my team's better. Ugh.
No.
It's so patriarchal.
Exactly.
And there's a winner and a loser to a debate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When there should be two winners to a negotiation.
Agreed. Yes.
Okay. Perfectionism, this isn't a question, this is a statement. Perfectionism and overachieving are forms of people pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like more ambitious ones, I
guess.
But if you're doing that, that's what you're doing. The kid at school,
think about who you're pleasing. If you're an overachiever,
right?
What are you doing? You're trying to please your teacher, your parents, your principal, the college board, whoever, you know.
Right. There's a kid in school that you went to school with who got like straight A's and you just thought like, what a good kid. That's a people pleaser.
Yes. Right.
I people please in a different way. I did not get straight A's, but I got good grades.
Right.
Enough to not cause a problem for anyone. But I'm just saying, we all do it in our own way. That's just one of them. It's just like more socially acceptable.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Being seen authentically. So not people pleasing. Being seen authentically, showing up and saying your true needs and feelings about something requires such a huge amount of vulnerability that of course that's not easy for you.
It sure does.
That's so vulnerable.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you don't like that, that's me. That's raw me. That's not my performance. That's not my job. That's me.
Right.
It's not my role.
Yes, exactly. Yikes.
It's
true.
Yikes. Okay. I'm almost done torturing. Fight, flight, freeze, fawn. In connection to how you people please, which do you do?
Oh, fawn.
You do?
I fawn, I think. Yeah.
I fight. I think you fight.
People please?
Yeah. So
give me an example.
Okay. So if I notice that you seem to not be validating me, I'm like, I'm a gay.
Oh, like, okay. Got it.
That's fight.
Yes.
If I see someone in the room that looks really hard to please, that's who I want to please. That's fight.
I do that, but I also do fawn. Like,
you do a little bit of both.
Yeah. I do all of that you just said. But I also, if I notice that someone's like unhappy or
so you
and I disagree with them, or if I'm sensing that there's going to be a kerfuffle somewhere or somehow, I will absolutely fawn and like self-abandon to avoid conflict. So I think it's both. I think it depends.
I think I get stuck in fight. And I think that there's a tripwire that causes flight. Like,
right.
But I've gone so far into fight that it doesn't, I wish it tripped a little
sooner. Yeah.
Yeah. That I think all of a sudden I'm just like, well, fuck this. And I smash the glass and I walk away. Not really, but like I would if there was a glass nearby maybe. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't walk away until I'm like, I have frustrated every resource or I realize I've gone too far.
Yeah.
I don't have control over my emotions anymore. I've lost even my mean tone has become a little too wild.
Yeah.
that's when I'm like, shit, we got to get out of here.
Interesting.
You might
See, that
be
happens to me, but internally. Like I'm not ever actually like yelling at someone or like arguing with someone. It's very rare that I'm doing that.
Yeah.
That's happening inside. Like I'm furious inside.
But you're fawning, like you're like masking with a fawn.
Yep. And then I leave and I'll like
Which
Marco
is-
Polo you and be like,
Which is actually probably a smarter,
right,
like if you were to pick,
right.
like it probably buys you space. I know it
Yes.
makes you abandon yourself in a
Right.
way that you don't like, but it
Correct.
does sort of probably keep you like physically safer.
Yeah. And it keeps like the cleanup cleaner,
Yeah.
you know, because it's all just internal. I don't have to clean
My
it.
stomach just growled.
I
That
didn't.
was my stomach.
Oh,
right
hey.
there. Okay. Yeah. So it's interesting.
Mhm.
So there's also like I think freeze and fawn are very similar.
Agreed.
Okay. Some people say they're the same. Some people
I don't
say
think they are, but I think they're
I don't think so.
similar.
Agreed. Okay. Some people you can literally see them freeze.
Yeah,
when
no,
they're
I don't
getting
do that.
like
Yeah,
no, my instinct, and I think your instinct, which is like how we're programmed, is to fight for it.
yes, I agree.
But then, like, you sort of have these other coping mechanisms that come in when you're like, oh no, we're in this. Like,
Yeah.
for you, it's when, oh, this is real conflict.
Right.
I can't avoid conflict.
Correct.
You're going to go to fawn.
Yep.
For me, I can't avoid conflict is going to make me louder. Fine. I can't avoid it. I'll fucking win.
Wow.
I just was
nice.
saying, like, you can't win.
Right.
It's not nice.
Yeah, I
No.
know, but it looks a little from this side.
I
It looks a
think
little freer.
It looks powerful, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel powerful.
Yeah.
It feels out of control.
Yes,
It
I'm
feels-
sure. Yeah,
It feels like, and it's not an effective tool. When you start yelling, people are like, oh, especially if you're a woman, and you're expressing anger in a
Right.
group of people openly. You're not going to get what
yeah.
you
No,
want.
that's true. Yeah,
Zero amount of times. You're more
Right.
likely to get it with freeze or fawn. But
yeah,
that's just my programming. I know it. I'm aware of it. I try to hit the flight button earlier if I
Yeah.
can.
right,
But like I know I can't once I've crossed the line, I know I can't come back. That's why it's flight.
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're out of here.
And for me, there's shame in like, oh, I went too far.
Mhm.
I didn't keep myself fully in control at all moments.
Right.
I got a little wild out there.
hmm
It was wild. in the
Yeah, I
streets
know.
there for a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
That's not a good feeling.
No.
It might look powerful, but it isn't.
Yeah.
It's just loud.
Yep.
Yeah. Where I honestly think fawn for a minute probably buys you enough time to like figure out a strategy.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It does.
It probably doesn't feel like you're
No.
strategizing in that moment. You're
But
probably
you
just
are.
kinda
Yeah,
just like stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah, I am.
I think it's a smarter one. But anyways, whichever one is your main one,
Yes, exactly.
that's how you people please.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a great point.
Okay. People pleasing is more of a behavioral pattern than an identity.
Oh, definitely. It certainly is not my identity.
No. But people will say like, "Oh, I'm such a people pleaser."
Right.
It's like you just have a behavioral pattern of
Yeah, that
people
works for
pleasing.
you
And
for the most part.
yeah, it works probably not
in the
well.
in the moment, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just you got a lot of
Right.
pathways in your brain to achieve it.
Exactly.
And then I'm just gonna reiterate this: knowing yourself and quote unquote doing the work, like we always say, are the best ways to like manage this.
Yes. Yeah. That's all you can do is just keep working on it.
Yeah.
You're never going to be like cured of it.
No, but like the people pleaser version of me from, I'm gonna just say 20 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
even mine, like even 5 years
I was
ago.
good, totally.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm going, like, she was so much more unsafe and so much more devastated for such a longer period of time if someone didn't like her,
Right.
and internalized it a lot more than this version of myself where it irritates me. There will be a Marco Polo about it to you.
Right.
It hurts my feelings, but my feelings get hurt real easy.
True.
So like we can't really gauge a lot on that. We
Right.
just allow it and
Right.
protect as best we can. But like the recovery from it, the stakes, as you said before,
Right.
for it are all like that's all way lower.
Yeah, they're not as crazy. Right.
I'm not constantly questioning if I suck if somebody doesn't like me.
Yes. Right.
I know I don't suck. That's the language in my head. Like, oh, you totally suck. Yeah. Like, that's why I'm using that.
Right.
But like, you have it too. It's probably
Right. It's
sort
just
of
whatever your
childlike
words
like
are.
that.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, no, it's just like that. These two energies didn't mix well.
Right.
The shit you're projecting and the shit I'm projecting aren't lining
Don't
up very
jive,
well.
right, exactly,
that's,
right.
That's really all.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And
a good point.
Again, if you know you're doing your best to be like a kind person, what else are you going to do?
Right, exactly. It's the best you can do.
If I did something that offended you and you tell me about it,
Right.
I'm happy to apologize. Even if I think it's a wild thing to assume, I'll still apologize.
Right.
But like, if you don't tell me and you make up a story about me in your head, that's not my problem.
True.
And I really believe that. Doesn't mean my feelings aren't hurt about it, but I really believe it is not my problem.
Exactly. And that in and of itself is work. That means you've done work if you believe that.
Yes. And like the ability to like leave sooner, which you are a master at.
Yes.
I don't think you had to master that. I certainly have to master that. Like those things come and then you don't have such devastating moments as you do when you're like, oh, I can probably win this person over. Instead you're like,
oh no,
I'm not fucking winning you over.
Yeah.
I'm not 20.
Right.
I don't care.
Yeah, and that's interesting too, because I feel like in my sort of more healed version of myself is that the people pleasing happens less in the moment. Like when you're talking about someone not liking me, right? Like I'm actually more okay with that than I have ever been in my life.
Yeah.
And I will leave the same person, let's just say the same person you said you wanted me to ask, like, hey, why don't you like me?
Yeah.
And they literally will not have an answer.
Correct.
It's okay that in the moment when that person doesn't like me,
when you're in a moment,
and I can feel it. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I leave that moment. I'm okay with it. It's now being a more healed version of myself. The people pleasing actually kicks in after.
It's in like the run through.
It's right. It's like, oh, well, why don't they like me? Well, why are they upset with me? What did I do? Like that sort of like ruminating that you go through and thinking about. I can see the people pleasing more there, which again is great because it's happening here.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, please like me. Please be my friend. Like, oh, please pick me. I'm not doing anything like that in the moment. But those feelings of like questioning myself and sort of seeking the validation, but like internally happens.
Yeah. It's like you're like, I actually know I'm safe if you don't like me.
Right.
I'm just not comfortable.
And I haven't fully let go of the programming of it.
Correct. And you won't.
Right.
That's the thing. Like it's the setup that you think you can conquer it.
Right.
Which conquering is patriarchal and not.
Right.
Anything that applies to emotion or ego or intuition, it doesn't make any sense. You have to sort of understand it. You kind of have to cozy up to it.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, this is the thing that
this
I'm
is
doing.
It. Right. Exactly.
It's like not looking at the giant elephant in the room.
Right.
It's like there's an elephant and I'm friends with it.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Thing to say, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, it makes it easier to be in the room with it.
Yes.
Right.
I find myself deciding that if somebody doesn't give me approval or validation, that it no longer is it a failure of like my character. It's now a failure of my tools. And that's not better. Well, it is better.
I think it is.
It's still like not good. Like I didn't fail.
Right.
But do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Sort of that fight part of my nervous system is sort of like you like literally have certifications in communication and human behavior. You couldn't get that person to like you.
Right.
But the answer that I come up with after that is like, well, then it wasn't possible.
Right. Exactly.
Or it would have required too much of a sacrifice of myself.
Exactly.
I'm not going to.
We're not abandoning ourselves anymore.
No. And you know what? Even if I wanted to, I think it's the autism or something. Like I can't abandon her.
Yeah. You shouldn't.
She's too. I can't, if you have a belief system that hurts other people, I can't just like be cool with you.
No.
Not anymore, dude.
Never.
Do you know what I'm saying? But a lot more people would like me if I did that.
They would. They'd like you a lot.
Correct. So it's like.
But you wouldn't like yourself.
Yeah. I would look around at the people I felt like I was letting down and be like, wow, I chose like validation from someone I didn't even like respect.
Gross. Right.
Over doing the right thing.
Right.
Gross.
Yuck.
No more.
Yuck.
You just do that a couple times when you're younger and then
you're like, oh,
this will never, I'll never survive this kind of life.
No.
So then you become people who on a podcast, people get mad because you make it about politics, quote unquote.
No thanks.
We didn't actually make it about politics. The world made it about
Exactly,
politics.
right.
So,
Exactly.
yeah.
No thanks.
So you can have your criticisms. We're going to do what we think is the right thing.
Exactly.
I don't think that's people pleasing.
It's not
I think
people
that's
pleasing.
the opposite
Exactly.
of people pleasing. But when you do send me the comments about it, there's going to be a little bit of a moment where my feelings are hurt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
I'll get over it
exactly.
real quick.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
That's the work.
All right. Well, I know you don't drink caffeine anymore, but maybe we'll get you a decaf
Sure.
and I'll go get some coffee.
Okay.
All right.
Hey everyone, Heather and I have an ask for you. If you love this episode or if you love the IGG, can you do us a favor? We need you to go onto whatever platform you listen on and download, subscribe, like, love, whatever it's asking you to do. Can you go do those things for us on the platforms that you listen on? It would mean so much to us.
Thanks for listening to our episode. For a way to get in touch with us, please visit our website, intuitivegirlsguide.com. We love hearing your feedback on our episodes.